and give people opportunities to be involved.
The right hand, get the ball moving towards there, but the Cobras proficient in being able to get the ball moving as number 52 for the Hawks has a shot for goal. I think it's going to be a behind there on behalf of number 52 Gossi. May have been a behind, it is, and the Hawks one behind there to start off the quarter. They've got the win, and that's a pretty good start for them so far. Now the ball gets kicked there towards the between the centre half forward position for the Salvo Hawks. Grazel's on the ground, gets a handball out, scrimmage there. Grazel still working hard, but the Cobras backman pushing the ball forward. There's a loose man available there for the Hawks. Nicholson grabs the ball, turns around on the right foot. Beautiful kick up forward. Oh, there's a pack mark there, I think, for the Salvo Hawks. It could be Grazel. And he's certainly looking for best on field honours the way things are heading at the moment. No, it's not. It's 26 for the Hawks, who happens to be Jason Young. It's Youngie up there who grabbed the ball, and he's in an excellent position here to have a shot for goal. Coming up now. And may have splayed it, has he? Or what's the umpire say here? Is it through? What does he say? It's a goal to the Salvo Hawks. A great effort to Jason Young. I thought he may have splayed that for a minute towards the left-hand side, but he got the ball through, and that's the only thing he's got to do here. And the Salvo Hawks now get a very handy lead. They're 4 goals, 9 behinds, 33 points. To the Middway Cobras now in desperation trouble at no goals, 3 behinds, 3 points, a 30-point lead in swirly conditions here at the Junction Oval. The umpire coming in to bounce the ball up, and by golly, the Middway Cobras, they'll need to get a hurry on now. Max O'Loughlin's there for the Hawks, ruck roving. There, 13 was none other than Nick for the Cobras. 35 for the Hawks grabs the ball, happens to be none other than Ryan Harris, and he gets the ball down to the forward line now as, the Hawks doing it well here. Gossie's in the van again, and this time though only a behind, had to rush that ball through, but the Hawks now attacking valiantly and profligately forward, moving the ball well out of the midfield region, and another point to the Salvo Hawks. They are now 4 goals, 10 behinds, 34 points to the Middway Cobras. No goals, 3 behinds, 3 points. The ball comes out now. The fullback for the Cobras must generate something. Oh, high, wide and handsome drop punt. Put his man under enormous pressure. The Hawks have got the ball again there on the half-forward line, the 50-yard point. They move it forward, but beautifully cut off there by Pete for the Cobras. But he played on in a poor position there for him and didn't have much backup. The ball sprung loose. Whelan's got the ball for the Hawks. He's a dangerous man to get the ball into his hands, as is this man Grazel. Grazel now with the left foot comes forward. And what does he say? The umpire. He's going to like it. I think he loves it. What a beautiful step from that position, and that's a great goal. And the Salvo Hawks, what a performance there. They've come out boiling here. They're red hot at the moment, the Hawks, playing beautiful football, generating the ball into their forward line and getting plenty of movement there, and they've got the Cobras backline under insurmountable pressure at this part of the game. The Salvo Hawks, 5 goals, 10 behinds, 40 points. The Middway Cobras, no goals, 3 behinds, 3 points. That is a 37-point lead, and that's a big lead in these conditions. The ball comes up now. Nick's there for the Cobras, but again, Nicholson there, big ruckman there for the Hawks, got the ball down. Their Rovers are working overtime as the ball comes out there. 20 had the ball. Had to be Darcy, got the ball moving beautifully towards the wing as out comes the wheeling for the Hawks, and at the moment this is turning into a very problematic situation for the Cobras as well, and they're leading beautifully for the ball. Took a lovely chest mark, and he's lining up now for a goal. Prodigious kick of the football, Whelan. Comes up with the right foot. That's a beautiful drop punt, and the umpire's having a good look. What does he say here? It's a goal! Well done to Whelan there, number 19. What a beautiful kick. Must have been close. The umpire was wavering. He was moving to that goal post there at the St Kilda Pier into the ground, but it must have snuck in there for the Salvo Hawks, and they are now careering away with this game. 6 goals, 10, 46 points to no goals, 3 behinds, 3 points. That's a 43-point lead. At half-time, the lead was around about the, 20 23-point mark, and they've really rocketed ahead this quarter. The ball goes up. Nicholson's in there, as is, I think it was Nick for the Cobras. The ball comes down again to the Hawthorn forward line. They've got a man at the back of the pack. There they've got Graysdale there. They've got Whelan there. They've got also Gossy in the van, and a tackle applied. Umpire not happy with it. Applied by the Hawks on the Cobras, and the Cobras a free kick. Gossy, I think, tried to apply a tackle. They've also got Jason Young down there as well. He's standing on the mark. Nicholson with a big grab of the umpire. No, he won't. Possession's 9-10 to the law, but not in that occasion. And the ball gets punched along the ground there by the Cobras. They're trying to generate something here. They've got Nick there at the moment trying hard, and Josh and a couple of their other boys, but number 12 there is Josh. He got knocked out of the position there. Number 3 there, Ash, coming into the game. And then they're trying to get the ball out to Adam. Adam is their key boy as far as the Ruck Rovers are concerned. He's in the scrimmage, but the Hawks backline are standing firm. They get the ball out there in that scrimmage and here we've got number 35 for the Hawks happens to be Ryan Harris. He's trying to do level best there to get the ball out, but to no avail, and the umpire, I think, will bounce that up. Runs in very quickly there to no, he's allowed the ball to go on as Adam got the ball out to Kerry. He's trying to get the ball to, and I think the umpire's going to pay a mark. A mark to Kerry for the Middway Cobras. Kerry started the game off in good fashion and went quiet for a while and came back into the game in the latter part of the second quarter. Now he's lining up for goal. Kerry, nice kick for goal. What's the umpire say? A point. Come back again to the Hawks full back. And he will kick out again. I think he's going to go the same direction. He's going to go right down the corridor here now because he's got a lead from the big fellow down there in Hammer. Hammer took the mark, and they're very confident. The Hawks are going right down the corridor. They're looking for, they've got a couple of players there in the van at the moment. The handball's going to come over to Big Nicholson, the big ruckman, and the white boots on. He's going to come out and get the ball down to Whelan. Whelan now moving well and giving his defenders giving him a lot of latitude there as he gets the ball straight over to the big guy, and happens to be none other than Jason Young. They've got a nice forward structure there. Oh, step kick for goal. Oh, I think it could be all right. The Salvo Hawks are on fire here today, and that's a lovely goal. Couldn't quite pick up who's got that at the moment, coming back to the centre of the ground. And a great goal there, a snap goal, and by golly, he kicked that confidently from a snap position from the half-forward flank. Was that young fellow from the Salvo Hawks, and that was a excellent goal. 7 goals, 10 behinds, 52 points at the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. To no goals, 4 behinds, 4 points to Middway Cobras. A lovely goal. I think it was 35 might have got that for the Hawks. Ryan Harris maybe. It was a great effort. Now there's a free kick to the Cobras. Umpire pointing out a free kick to the Middway Cobras there. It might be Nick there, might have the ball. He gets the ball over there. He's now the umpire. Was there a whistle blown? No. Yeah, I can't talk, mate. I'm commentating the game. Yeah, okay. Now, Nick's got the ball. He's driven it straight down the middle. They've got to go down the middle now, the Cobras. They'll run out of time. Here comes 23 for the Cobras, who happens to be none other than Dylan trying to get the ball forward. The big guy there for the Cobras coming through there for a goal. And he burst his way through the pack. The big fellow, Colin, used his strength. Great usage of strength, and they've finally got a goal on the board there, the Cobras, from the Salvo Hawks. 7 goals, 10 behinds, 52 points at the 10-minute mark of the third quarter. Plenty of work to be done yet in the game for the Cobras as they try and get the ball forward. Here comes Pete for the Cobras, gets the ball forward on this occasion, and a beautiful mark there. The umpire's going to pay it as a free kick anyway to the youngster in Josh, and he was, I think, interfered with Clint Bailey there, and they didn't throw the ball back correctly, and I think there's going to be a 50-metre penalty applied. And number 22 for the Hawks, Clint Bailey on the mark. Don't know whether that's quite 50, but it'd be close to 35, I think. Here comes young Josh coming in here now. He's trying to steer the ball through, and what does the umpire say? I think he likes that. It may have hit the scoreboard, and he does love it. And it's a goal. Well done, son. to the young kid Josh, who's been trying valiantly all day, and that's a good goal. They are now 2 goals, 4 behinds, 16 points to Middway Cobras, being led by the Salvo Hawks, 7 goals, 10 behinds, 52 points. Now, you've got to remember that the Salvo Hawks had a lead of some 48 points at one stage there, but that's now been cut down by a substantial margin to 36 points. Still a big ask in these conditions. The ball goes up. Nick's there for the Cobras, but Big Nicholson may have got the tap out, but now Nick is doing some roving and Adams coming through. They've got the 2 good men on the ball there. Adams trying his heart out on behalf of the Cobras there and has done for the most of the game, especially the second and quarter and this quarter, and he's been proficient. And, a bit of a push there from number 36 for the Hawks, Hayden Wheeler. That a little bit annoyed with a player from the opposition there. Here comes the young lad I've been talking about there, Adam. He's been proficient. Here comes Nick there, the ruckman, got the big ball through there, kicked through to the young rover there. Josh, again there, another Josh who's come through. Well, that could be, was it a grab? No, a disputed mark. Kerry's there, he thought he had it, but no, the umpire didn't think so. 22 there, Chomba, he's turned around, he's looking for to do some damage there. Is the big guy, where's Big Colin? He's not there at the moment, he's in the back of the pack. There comes the Salvo Hawks. Big Choco comes through, got a bit of a knock for his corner, and he wasn't happy with it, and the umpire telling him to settle down a bit there. There's a bit of a knock coming through, but the ball's on the Salvo's forward line. They're trying to get the ball through. They've got a spare man loose. Oh, look, this is again Young. Oh no, he hit the post, Young. He had the goal face. He couldn't get any wider, but unfortunately for him, missed that goal and hit the post. A point to Young for the Salvo Hawks. They now go to 7 goals 11. I think that'll be 53 points at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter. 2 goals 4, 16 to the Middway Cobras, who have made some ground up in the last 5 minutes. They lifted their ratio. Now the ball's on the Hawthorn forward line there. The defenders for the Cobras tried to scrimmage the ball away. There was plenty of numbers there, but now the Salvo Hawks have got the ball in a position where they've tried to hold it in their forward line. Snap kick for goal. Look at the wind take that ball. That may not have been touched. I think it's through. It's through. Oh, lovely snap goal for the Salvo Hawks. The wind, you saw the wind carry it. It was going to sit up there for a moment and looked like it was going to be marked about 3 yards out, but the wind kept pushing it at height. Third quarter to the Middway Cobras, 2 goals, 4 behinds, 16 points. A substantial lead, and the good work done by the Cobras leading up to that piece of play, unfortunately, has somewhat become unravelled. So here we are now, getting towards the end of this third quarter. The Middway Cobras, there, Nick's there, the big ruckman trying to get the ball down to the half-forward line, but the Salvo Hawks have got plenty of defenders around. They've got numbers around the ball everywhere here, the Hawks, and they're running well. Nice hip and shoulder bump executed there by big, was it Colin, or was it, no, I think it was big, it was Colin. May have been. And the ball's gone up the forward line there, Kerry, who was proficient earlier on. Coming back into the game now, Kerry, number 4 for the Middway Cobras, having a shot for goal from just inside 50, or kick from about 38 metres. Having a shot for goal, he'll have to watch that breeze. The breeze pushing the ball across. I think it's a goal. I think that's a lovely shot by Kerry. It is. Put straight through, right before the siren, a moment before the siren, a lovely goal to give them a snigger of hope leading into the last quarter, but a great goal by Kerry right on the siren. 3 goals, 4 behinds, 22 points to the Middway Cobras, and the Salvo Hawks are there, if I can see that scoreboard, 8 goals, 11-59. Down, but at least they've got some hope there. In fact, that's Salvo Hawks, 7 goals, I should say, 7 goals, 11 behinds, 59 points. And in fact, no, it should be 8. I haven't changed the goals there. I think that should be an 8. 8-11-59, I think that should be. And they haven't adjusted part of that board. Middway Cobras, 3 goals, 4-22. 59 points to 22, that's correct. Scoreboard will, they will sort that out in a moment. With the arithmetic up there, boys. 59 the Hawks, 22 the Cobras, 37 points leading into the last quarter. Wind not quite as severe as it was in the first half, but when the ball's in the air, it gets buffeted and pushed, especially down the St Kilda pier end of the ground, as we noticed a moment ago, where the ball was looking like it was going to drop 3 or 4 metres short of the goal line where it would have been punched or marked, floated over the heads of the pack for a goal for the Salvo Hawks. So if you can get the ball high when you're kicking for goal down that end, that's obviously the recipe for success, as opposed to the other end where you really need to cut the ball into the breeze, kicking in towards the Puma scoreboard end of the ground. Boys on the scoreboard, if you can just adjust that score, you've got an arithmetic situation happening there, because I think that should be 8 goals, 11 behinds. You've got the 59 points right, but you haven't changed the goals there for the Salvo Hawks. No, you still made an error there, boys. The points was okay. The behinds is all right. It was 7-11. But it was, 11 behinds is right, but it's 8 goals, I think. You just check that with the goal umpires, thank you. Just check that score with the goal umpires if you can. Because you've got 59 points, which I think is correct. The points are correct for both sides, but you've got the wrong goals for the Salvo Hawks. Should be 8, there you go. Should be 8-11, 59, I think. Yeah, check it with the umpires. 8 goals, 11 behinds, 59, is that correct? 8-11, 59. 8-11, 59 is what we're looking for, I think. 8-11, 11 in the middle. That's right. 3 goals, 4-22. I think that's right. The goal umpires agree with me, and we're all ad dem. Thank you. Getting ready for the last quarter here. Stephen J. Peake here today on behalf of 1116 SEN Melbourne Sports Radio, Melbourne's home of football, Melbourne's home of sport on your AM dial, 1116 SEN Radio. 24 hours, 7 days a week of sport non-stop. You had Andrew Marr here earlier in the day from the Morning Glory with Tim Watson and Bill Brownless, provided his services, and a great show that is Morning Glory, 5:30am to 9am every morning during the week. Getting ready for the last quarter here between the Salvo Hawks and the Middway Cobras. Now Cobras are setting up their structure. They've got the breeze this quarter. And the breeze, I've just noticed, has blown up again, so there's been it's probably potentially a 2, 3, 4 goal win, who knows. But it's certainly starting to blow up again here towards the start of the last quarter. There goes the umpire, holds the ball up in the air. We get ready for this final quarter of this grand final between the Salvo Hawks and the Middway Cobras. The ball goes up. Big Nick for the Cobras. They're trying to get it, but Adam, who's been proficient for the Cobras, gets the ball, a beautiful kick down forward. Now, there are forwards available here for them. No, the ball bounces awkwardly for Josh. The defenders there for the Salvo Hawks get hold of the ball, gets it over to, not too sure, it goes to Whelan now. 19, he fumbles the ball. It gets grabbed by the Cobras, who has a step shot for goal, or coming in but behind, a rush shot. And Cobras valiantly trying to get something on the scoreboard. They do get a point. That'll send them to 3 goals, 5-23. 3 goals, 5-23 on your scoreboard. 3 goals, 5 for the Middway Cobras there, up there on the scoreboard. 3 goals, 5. Thank you. For the Cobras, as the ball now comes down, the Cobras grab the ball and the Kerry gets hold of it, gets it forward again. Now, what can we do here? They've got 2 forwards there. Josh is there for the Cobras. Flips the ball around. He's got forwards galore here, and a nice mark. Oh, handball on. Can they get the goal here? He's got to switch it around the body of the big fellow. And number 9, I think he's happy with it. And here's Cody, I think it is. A great effort, and that's a goal. Is it a goal? Yes. No, it's a point. It's a goal. Yes, well done, Cody. Well done, son, for the Midway Cobras, and they now go to 4 goals 5, 29 points. An even 5 goals behind the Salvo Hawks with a breeze, and a fairly decent breeze blowing their way. So they've started off the quarter pretty well, the Cobras. They've kicked 1 goal 1, and they're looking to try and really have a red-hot crack at this grand final with 14 minutes left on the clock. Umpire getting ready to bounce the ball. And the pressure now being applied by the Cobras on the Salvation Hawks there as the Salvo Hawks lose the tap. Ball comes down to the Midway Cobras there by number 21, Pete gets the ball forward. Number 12, Josh, he's got the ball. Beautiful shot for goal from about, oh boy, 45 yards out and used the breeze beautifully. And it looks like Josh down there. What a beautiful goal from that young kid. That was a great effort. Another good goal. And now 5 goals 5, 35 points. Being led by the Salvation Hawks, 8-11-59. That's a 4-goal lead now to the Hawks. Please remember I think they had a lead of somewhere up around the 40-plus points mark at one stage. And might have been 46 points, has now been cut down to 24 points. 24-point lead to the Salvation Hawks now. Oh, big nick there for the Cobras. Oh, on a mark to the Cobras up forward. Big lead out by the full forward. Strong leading mark. And the ball beautifully taken out of the centre by Nick. He's doing a grand job in there with young Adam. And they're dominating that centre square. And what does the umpire say here? I think they like it. I think they like it. Oh, the Cobras are coming back in big style here. That's a beautiful goal. And again, down there, the forward line operating beautifully, wide open there. And a great effort. Now, the Midway Cobras now will be 6 goals 5, 41 points. Being led by the Salvo Hawks, 8 goals 11, 59. 18 points they've chopped that margin down to. And that's at the 3-minute mark with 12 minutes left. An 18-point lead to the Salvo Hawks, and this game is on for young and old as the Hawks get the tap out there. Big Nicholson gets the ball straight to ground, but Adam copped a knock, and he's hurt. Young Adam for the Cobras got a knock to the head. Anyway, the ball comes forward. The Salvo Hawks have got the ball. Oh, I think he likes it too, the big fellow, for the Hawks, and that might be a goal. They didn't want that, the Cobras, but the Hawks there, great effort there, a goal to Simon Young. An excellent goal. And that's at the moment stopped the Cobras' march in this game. That sends the Hawks to 9 goals 11 65. To the Midway Cobras, 6 goals 5 41. A 24-point lead back to the Salvo Hawks to provide them with a bit of breathing space coming into the last 11 minutes of this game. Yeah. So here we go now. The ball's gone down the Cobras forward line. Looks like Kerry down there working very hard, trying to get the ball working. Gets the ball back, coming back now to the Hawks. Getting a lot of run through the midfield there around the Cobras. The Hawks now, Nicholson, the big ruckman there. He's providing a bit of pace and control. Gets the ball out to Young. Young now, kicked that last goal. He gets the ball out. Oh, the Hawks working harder again now. They don't want to let this slip. Here come the Cobras coming through. Oh, looks like Nick's there, the ruckman. He gets a nice little chip-out kick to Chomper. Chomper sinks the boot into it. Nice torpedo-style kick down the forward line, straight into the corridor of the forward line. Kerry's there, can't get it, but another Cobras player helping out. But the Hawks are there as well. They're trying to stop him. Oh, Cody's there off the ground with the... Oh, Alan Nightingale, eat your heart out. He's wearing his number. Number 9 for the Cobras. Beautiful snapshot off the ground there. And great foot skills and footwork from Cody gives the Midway Cobras another goal. 7 goals, 5 47. 18 points behind the Salvo Hawks. 9 goals, 11 65 at the 5-minute mark. 10 minutes left. And 18 points the difference. And this game is wide open here now. The Salvo Hawks. And now they're obviously against the wind. The Cobras have got the breeze and they're using it to the best time so far today. They're starting to use it well. Number 13 is Nick there, gets the tap out again. Number 22 comes through for the Cobras. Chomper again. He's starting to lift his game. He's ratio. Nicholson, though, the ruckman for the Hawks, gets the ball down to the forward line. And a great performance there. Looks like 23 for the Cobras there. Dylan tried to get the ball out the back line. And there's a scrimmage and a fight for the ball. And the boys are all jammed up there. I think the umpire will call for a ball up. And the ball will be thrown up here by the umpire as he does tip out from the Hawks. The Cobras were forward of the ball there, and number 27 there happened to be Chris, trying to get the ball out but had no option. There goes, a flipping sort of handball there, but Big Nick, the ruckman, gee whiz, he's got a great right foot on him. Oh, Josh must be paid and does get the mark. A beautiful grab from that young kid as he gets the ball forward. Cody's there! Oh, dropped the mark, but he's still buttering up, tries to get the ball back there now. Comes around on the right foot, a big, booming right foot kick, but I think it's a behind. They're peppering the goals, but they're really driving into the forward line, the Middway Cobras, to go to 7 goals, 6. 48 points that will be to 9 goals, 11, 65, 17-point ball game at the 7-minute mark of the last quarter. And, you've got to remember that the Cobras didn't have a goal on the board until about the 12-minute mark of the third quarter. So they've done a great effort here in getting back into this game. They were way out of it there for a while. Here comes the Hawks now, 42 Young. He's get the ball over there. I think it's Whelan coming up the ground, is it? I'm not too sure. Gets the ball down to the forward line. Looks like Ailing there is running forward. Happens to be Jaron. He gets the ball out, but the Hawks have got the ball. And what's the umpire say? No, he missed it from close in. The Hawks player there, not happy with that, but missed a goal, running in from about 15, 20 yards, probably 20, 25 yards out. And an unfortunate miss for the Hawks. There to go to 9 goals, 12, 66. So the Middway Cobras 7 goals, 6, 48 to bring it back to the even 18 points. Cobras now just working out how to get this ball back to where they want it, to straight down the corridor. That's probably the right decision. And this, young Adam, what a mark. A great mark from that lad. Copped a bad knock earlier on in the quarter, but he's recovered brilliantly and gets the ball down. But there's a Salvo Hawks backman there, ready to drive the ball back to the wing area, and that's a sensible decision. Only thing is, Adam was there, and he was able to outmark 3 Hawks players. He's on fire, that kid. As they come down to Kerry there, I think it is. No, it's not. Gets the ball down to Cody. Cody at full forward drops the mark, but they've got plenty of people at ground level, the Cobras. That's a nice little snap coming in. Can they do something here? The Cobras are there as well, but number 1 there for the Hawks were there. I said the defenders was grappling there and tackling going on for the ball, but there's 4 defenders there. They can't rush it through. They're going to kick the ball out on the full deal. It bounced just before the boundary line, I think, and it might be all right. No, it is out on the full. So a free kick to the Cobras in the agency of Colin, and he will have a shot for goal. Now, it will be thrown in. It was out. It did bounce before the line. Here comes Nick, grabs the ball straight out there. Colin now with a big right boot, but no, he's going to be straight out in the full there. It was in the goal square, the front of the goal square, but wasn't able to do so. Salvo Hawks lead by 3 goals, 9 goals 12 to 7 goals 6. 18 points to the lead, to the better for the Salvo Hawks at the 9-minute mark of the last quarter. And there's another nice grab from the Cobras, young Adam again. Who else? He's dominated since half-time, and he punches the ball straight down. It's a point. Bad luck for him, but it brings the lead a bit closer there. 49 points for the 7-7-49 for the Middway Cobras, and 9 goals 12 for the Salvo Hawks. Ball now coming out towards the wing area, and there's a Hawks player on the loose, Gordon Gosland, on the wing, but wasn't able to do much with it there. Choco's in the vicinity, but he didn't get involved in that play. The ball's slipped out as Adam again coming through, and he gets the ball over to the Cobras running player there wearing the long trunks as the ball comes down to the forward line. Cobras player there coming in to tackle big Nicholson, I think it is, who gets the ball, drives it out. He's been pretty good in the ruck for the Hawks since half time. And the Hawks again through Frank Carlucci there, gets the ball forward. Carlucci was good earlier on, being one of their best players. 42 for the Hawks. Simon Young, he's got the ball, he's been pretty good too. He gets the ball up, and the Hawks now will take a shot for goal from probably about 40 metres out. In the agency of, is it Jason Young? I think it might be. Salvo Hawks now looking to increase their lead at this part of the game. This is crucial. Nice right foot kick. What does the umpire say about this? He might, does he like it? No, he doesn't. He says it's a point, I think. No, it's a goal. Well done, son. Straight through there, the ball looked like it was swinging around, but it swung back in at the last minute and straight through for the Hawks. There was Jason Young, and that's going to make it very, very difficult now for the Middway Cobras, who fought back valiantly there now. That will be 10 goals, 12-72 for the Salvo Hawks to the Middway Cobras, 7 goals, 7-49. A lead of 23 points at the 11-minute mark of the last quarter. It may make the job a bit too difficult now for the Cobras, but we'll have to wait and see. Here comes Nick. He lost the knockout there to Nicholson. They're trying to come through again there, but number one Josh for the other Josh for the Cobras got the ball out to none other than Adam, who's just dominated since half-time. Perhaps even a bit before then, even before half-time, and that's gone through for a point for young Adam, and number 43 for the Cobras, who's been excellent here today. So 7 goals, 850 for the Cobras now, and the Salvo Hawks 10 goals, 12-72. Ball comes out, marked there for the Hawks by Hayden Wheeler gets the ball to the wing area. Bit of a scrimmage over there, but the Hawks now get the ball back in the corridor, drive forward, and they've got an open forward line, and they've got running players coming through as well. They're moving the ball well again. The Hawks got the confidence back. The ball's on the forward line now. There's 2 or 3 forwards there. There's a shot coming straight in, and what does the umpire say about that? I think it's gone straight over his head, and that could just about be the penny section for this game. The Salvo Hawks, they're a nice Hawks, and they're 11 goals, 12-78 points. At the 13-minute mark of the last quarter, the Middway Cobras 7 goals, 850, a 29-point lead would appear to be pretty close to insurmountable at this point. Umpire comes in. Not long to go now. 78 points it is, so 78 points to 50 points, 28-point lead to the Salvo Hawks as they change. And there goes the siren. The siren is gone. The siren is gone. The Salvo Hawks premiers. Great effort. For the Hawks. Probably a couple of shanty honours there. I was very impressed also with young Adam to the Cobras from about midway through the second quarter. Dominated. And a lot of support from him in the ruck. Cody up to full.
Over a number of years now, he's also supports the fundraising game as well, solicitors and barristers. And well fought back by the Kangaroos. So once they get their photo taken, if they can come over, we'll present them with their medals, best player, best team player, and runner-up cup. Another great game of football here this afternoon. Special thank you to Xavier College, Peter Ryan, Philip Carhill, the umpires, James Gold. Thanks, boys, once again. They've done multiple grand finals.
Well, this guy fought hard all day. Did a hell of a job down there. He's probably our oldest player on the side. I think he's done a pretty good job. And he's done it well all season. Goes to Ray. Okay. Best on the ground. At half time, I'll go to this guy. Give him a spray. It's the first time I've ever done it to him. Now, I know he wasn't happy about it, but I tell you what, he put his finger out of his ass and he's done well. Thanks.
Well done, mate.
To the coach and captain on behalf of Middway Cobras. Thank you guys. We just started around everyone. Congratulations on last night and congratulations to all involved in the club. The captain and the coach, Frank, the captain. Members come forward to call the players forward. Up in the air on behalf of the team, 2009, the Salvo Hawks.